today, I'm breaking down exactly how to analyze a 6-unit multifamily deal step by step, so you know whether it's actually profitable or a waste of time delivering that information investors are looking for from you. In this video, I'll walk you through a real-life multifamily deal, showing you how to break down cash flow versus appreciation so you can deliver that information to investors, and why you actually can't have both cash flow and appreciation. Most people don't know that. I'll show you the exact spreadsheet calculations to use when analyzing a deal and how to structure an offer for investors that they'll actually take serious. By the end of this breakdown, you'll know how to analyze any multifamily deal like a pro. And if you want a plug and play template and scripts from top agents that are doing this daily, stick around. I'll show you how to get access inside BAMX at the end of this video. Who has something they're working on that I can be helpful with that you're working on either yesterday or going to be working on here during this week?
I'm working on an offer, but it's like a weird situation. The guy actually listed it off market in a portfolio with another multifamily, and he listed it like $50K cheaper. And then when he listed it on MLS, he's listing it for $50K more. And when I asked, like, is there any other offers on the table? He told me that like there's 2 other agents who had asked the same thing, but they don't have anything in hand yet. So it's one of those situations where it's like, I want to make sure I'm getting my client, obviously, the best deal possible on it, not making sure my client isn't overspending on it. But at the same time, I don't want, my like previous knowledge of it to get in the way of him losing it out to other buyers.
Yeah,
So
totally. How many units are on the building?
6 units.
All right, so you got a 6-unit building. So this is a true commercial multifamily. What's the buyer's objective here? Appreciation or cash flow?
Cash flow.
So now it just becomes a math problem on what we're going to offer. By the way, guys, it's very difficult to get both cash flow and appreciation. If you're going to get a 6-unit building that spits out monthly cash flow, it's not going to appreciate much. If you're going to get a 3-unit, 6-unit, whatever, in a super desirable area where you're basically breaking even on the monthly numbers, you're not making cash flow every single month, you're buying it for an appreciation play probably because of the location. The deals just don't exist where it's like, I've got a fantastic location where I'm netting X amount every single month on the cash, and it's such a great location that the appreciation goes up. So you either get cash flow or appreciation, and having that conversation with the buyer is super important. Like, hey, is this a cash flow deal or appreciation deal? Oh, well, I want both, right? Then you got to go backwards and like make sure that they understand there's usually one or the other. So if we're dealing with cash flow, then it really just comes down to what are the 6 current rents, right? Do we have these numbers?
Yep.
All right, so we have these numbers, and is your person experienced or not experienced?
Not experienced.
Not experienced, so this is their first buy?
Yep. They came into like a lot of money, and so they're just trying to buy a property. Yeah.
All right, so I have an Excel spreadsheet, and this spreadsheet basically, and there are other ones online, but this is a great one for us to use right here in the spreadsheet. It makes it easy. We're going to want to pump in 6 units. What's the asking price that they're asking?
700.
All right, so they're asking 700. What's the location?
Hartford.
What would you consider the area? Do you like the area? Good area, bad area, average area?
I would say an average area.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, to me, 6 units, 700,000 already. I'm like, wow, they're only asking like 115,000 a door. I already can tell the area is going to be not like maybe the greatest area of all time. So average areas. Let's just go with their number, 700,000. Emily will put, she'll put 6 units into that number. Number of rentals, 6. We'll put 700,000 in here. You know what they're putting down? Percent down, 20% cash?
25%.
All right, they're going to put 25% down, so they're going to do this typical commercial deal. I would always keep 10% in for vacancy, especially with 6 units. You're going to be able to rent out all 6 units easily. Think about it. If you've got 6 units, you got somebody moving out. Now you got to get somebody to move in. You might have a month there, a month here. People are going to move in and out. So I would keep, to be safe, 10% vacancy. If we move down the spreadsheet here, you're going to just put in the rents, the 6 rents. So what do you think they are?
I have them 1,200, 1,300, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, and 1,300.
Cool. Do you know what the taxes off the top of head, loosely?
Yeah, it's 16,854.
16,854. So look at that number, guys. Real hard. We're going to be running up against it here to get really good cash flow with that taxes. Do you know the insurance number, or are we going to guess?
No,
Let me say we're going to be, yeah, I was going to say 4. Yeah, put 4 in there. This person going to self-manage it?
probably, yeah.
All right, good, because they're going to need to if they want to make cash flow. Put 0% in for management. Are they paying utilities, or do the tenants pay utilities?
Tenants pay utilities.
All right, so we can take those numbers out. Keep 4% in there for reserves for replacements. That's going to be kind of low. There's going to be other expenses that we would put in here because let's face it, like, you know, we don't have anything for cleaning. Somebody moves in, somebody moves out. Maybe there's trash removal. There's certain things we'd have to get that dialed in. Snow removal, all that kind of stuff, depending on how much the owner's actually doing with the self-management. But let's just leave that at 0. Now go up. So look at this. We're getting 16%. This puts in the debt loosely. Now we'd have to rerun those numbers with the bank. After debt of $16,000. So, you know, this deal right here at $700,000, if nothing goes wrong, only putting 4% away for reserves at $700,000, you're making $16,000. So you put $175,000 down, $16,000. So that's, what is that? 9% on your money, okay? Because remember, the debt is being paid by the tenant. So if you put what you put down out of pocket, that $175,000, the $16K is 9% on your money. You take the $16,000 and divide it by $175,000 to figure out your ROI. And so now we can start talking real numbers. Hey, at $700,000, if you don't change the rents, if you put 4% away, you know, we got to tighten up the insurance number and tighten up this banking debt number. The debt could be higher depending on what their rate's going to be, okay? Given this information, you're at about 9%. You're at $16,000 if we don't go over 4% for reserve, which was basically like $4,000. So really nothing has to happen, right? So is it worth $700,000 on these rents? Somebody could run these numbers and say, yeah. Now, if the area is truly only average, I'd want to get more than 9% on my money. I'd want to be spitting out double-digit return on investment. 15% is what I would try to get to on an average or trending even maybe below average areas, because you're just not going to get that appreciation. Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. If you want access to these types of strategies that I went over in this video and actually the ability to role play them out with me, join the BAMX community on School. Go to school.com/BAMX or hit the link below. Excited to see you in there.